Welcome, noble men. Today I want to give you 10 very common tests that women use on men. Women are constantly on the lookout for someone who they want and can spend their time with on a long-term basis. She wants to know that she's not wasting her time with someone who may be insecure, not committed, or a bore. Women implement these tests instead of asking directly because, let's face it, we all know actions speak louder than words. But before we get into the 10 tests that women use on their potential partners, I want to clarify that it isn't just women who do this sort of thing. In your professional career, you may either test a colleague to see if they are competent enough to handle a task, or you may test a friend's loyalty. Men test men. Women test women. Men and women test each other. Such is life. Tests are very common and not manipulative in any sort of way. Unless, of course, the entire relationship is a series of tests. In that case, run and run fast. Overall, testing relationships is something everyone does consciously or subconsciously. Now let's jump into 10 tests that women give to their partners. First one being sacrificing comfort for her benefit. Women's natural need is to feel protected and comforted by their partner. Women want to know that you are able to do these things for her, and a very classic example is if you two are taking a walk during a cool night and she doesn't have a jacket. The classic move of giving up your jacket for her is imperative to the success of your relationship. This simple gesture tells her that you are not only a gentleman, but able to prioritize her well-being. This doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your entire being and happiness just to provide for her. Never pour from an empty cup, but have your cup full enough where you can her a priority. Second, we have taking action. A man must not sit on the sidelines for any reason. As soon as you become a passive, sideline sitter, you are showing her that you are not able to provide for her. The most common test for taking action is the opening the jar test. You see her struggling to open a jar, simply open it for her. Easy. However, in doing this, you are showing her that you are able to take action in a situation where she may be struggling. This can go a level deeper. If you guys are very serious and had a family and your family is in a place where you need to step up and take immediate action, you need to be able to take that action without question. You need to be the man she needs to be able to rely on. Prove you care about her and that you're able to help when she needs you. Of course, she should do the same for you as well. Open the jar, help her reach things she can't, and again, provide for her. Number 3. Set aside your ego for the sake of the relationship. No one likes an argumentative relationship, and if the relationship is more of a hassle than it is caring and loving, then it may be time to look for a new one. But women will occasionally test your ego and the ability to set it aside. You may find yourself in an argument where you may know you're right, but she wants to know that you are able to admit that you may be wrong. Many guys get so caught up in having to be right all the time and can be more of a disaster than it is beneficial to your relationship. This test is to see where your loyalties lie, to yourself or the relationship. An important skill to exercise here is some self-awareness. Do you find yourself quick to be angry or panic when things get a little heated? If so, this may be a clear sign to check your ego and prioritize the importance of things. She wants to know you're stoic when you approach difficulty, level-headed, and confident. Some things are not worth arguing over, quite honestly. A hot temper is a huge red flag to her as it demonstrates the inability to curate a harmonious relationship, and in turn, the relationship is doomed to disharmony instead. Sooner or later, she will come to the conclusion that the relationship is not worth her time if you are hot-headed. Number 4 ties in directly with setting aside your ego. Number 4 is she will test your patience. In doing so, she may take an extra 30 minutes to get ready for some place you need to go. Are you going to belittle her and get frustrated, or are you going to be a little more relaxed and carefree? I recommend the latter in this situation. Learn the way she does things and learn to not get upset over things you can't really control. This is very important for the life of your relationship. Remember, your frustration is not going to help any situation, and that's a fact. Number 5, Demonstrate attractive leadership. One of the most common tests you may encounter when demonstrating your leadership and decisiveness is when she asks where you want to eat. If you go on saying that you don't know and that she should figure it out, this is not what she wants to hear. You need to know what you want. It's as simple as that. She wants to know that you can make a decision. When you guys are setting up a date, make sure you're the one doing the planning. Take her on the adventure and show her a good time. Take the lead. Number 6. Confidence and independence. No woman is looking for codependency. A woman wants to know that you are completely ok being independent and able to keep yourself company. If your whole world revolves around her, it may come off sweet to her at first, but will get real tiring real fast. Women inherently want a confident man and not somebody who is too clingy or needy. Women will try to challenge your confidence because this is something all women look for. In doing so, she may crack on your appearance and say something completely off the wall. How will you respond? Act like a man baby or continue about your ways, paying absolutely no mind. Another way is she may create emotional distance from you too. Pay attention to how you react because she sure is. Number 7. She may cross boundaries. Are you quick to get jealous and make a fool of yourself? If so, consider either not associating yourself with women who do this or exercise some self-awareness. It's easy to get freaked out even if she is not interested in the other person in the slightest, but she's looking for you to react. Best thing to do is remain cool, calm, and collected. Most men don't have time for this sort of behavior, so if she gets carried away with this, it's best to disassociate yourself with her. Something she doesn't realize is that men equally test loyalty as she may test jealousy. She is doing this because she doesn't want to be controlled, most likely. But crossing boundaries is walking on a thin line, and it's important to tell her that she may be making you uncomfortable if she is. Do not throw a temper tantrum. Number 8. Bridging the gap. Women may withdraw from the relationship to make it look like they are losing interest even if everything is going great. This may not be a test, but it also could be, and I guess that's the point of the test. She wants to know if you're able to find new and engaging ways to maintain her attention. This doesn't necessarily mean that your relationship is falling apart, but she may be looking for you to want her attention. She wants to simply know that her attention is valuable to you. It is important to find fun and engaging ways to bridge the gap, and make sure you let her know that her attention means the world to you. Don't be afraid to reignite the fire that the relationship was once engulfed in. Number 9. Facing a challenge. No one, and especially not women, are looking for a yes man. Women don't like a pushover and don't want someone who agrees with everything they say or what anybody says for that matter. I've talked about this before in a recent video, but it's important to have beliefs and principles that you will stick to and stand up for. Not only does a woman want you to stand up for what you believe in, but also stand up for her. A woman may create a challenging situation for you, and she may want you to really stick to what you believe in and stand up for yourself. It is so important for a relationship to be able to make it through difficult times, and in some occasions, be able to rise from the ashes, stronger than ever. The last test she may test you with is your social courage dealing with difficult situations. She may test you by throwing you in the deep end and see how you react. This may be as simple as inviting you to dinner with her parents. In this case, she's testing your ability to be able to interact with the people in her life, but also because it is an uncomfortable social interaction that needs to be done. A woman may not want to be with someone who doesn't see the light of day and is not able to socialize. It is completely normal for you to be able to socialize. You will eventually need to meet her parents and friends and need to be ready for that occasion. And that does it. 10 tests women are bound to put you through in a relationship. Note these tests are usually in the beginning of your relationship as she is testing the waters. Hope this video helped with not only how women test you, but also how you can exercise some self-awareness so that you may have the most fulfilling relationship possible. That's all for today. Stay hungry, noble men.